Welcome to Seneca Lady Indians Softball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're listening to the official pregame show of the Seneca Lady Indians. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Cassville, Missouri, as we get set for the Class 3 District 6 Softball Championship here this evening. It is the number 4 seed, the Seneca Lady Indians. They come in at 10-13 overall versus the number 2 seed, the Cassville Lady Wildcats. They come in at 16-10 overall. I'm Ben Wolcott, joined by Coach Darrell Harbaugh. Our studio producer back in the KNEO studios is Luke Taylor. Your countdown to first pitch sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Seneca comes in looking for their first district championship in 3 seasons, Darrell. Last time they won a district, well, things look very eerily similar.
Yeah, very similar
to what they do this time around. The last time they won a district championship was in 2022.
Yep.
The games were here in Cassville. Cassville was the 1 seed. Seneca was the 3 seed. How did Seneca get there? They beat Logan Rogersville 13-3, then beat Versailles 11-6, and then a nail-biter in the championship game versus Cassville 1-0. Seneca going to have to look for something like that once again here this evening if they want to pull off what a lot of people would consider a monumental upset.
Monumental. I don't know about monumental, Ben, but it would be an upset. We lost to Cassville both times in the regular season, 3-0. They played them tight. They played them good. They played them hard. They made good games out of them. 2 scrappy teams playing here, Cassville and Seneca. So it's going to be. This could be a barn burner. Just like when Seneca beat the number 1 seed, Logan Rogersville, it was a barn burner until Seneca finally struck in that 6th inning. And
well, the 6th inning on Logan Rogersville's side was very exciting as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they got some and had the bases loaded there, and we got them out. But it may be the same type of ball game tonight.
And if it's close late, I think it favors Seneca because of the fact if it's tied or Seneca has a lead, none of the pressure is on this Seneca team here tonight. Cassville in the district championship for the 2nd year in a row, for the 3rd time in 4 years, and they still haven't won one. So a lot of pressure is on this Cassville team. They come in expecting to win, and they have the home crowd behind them. And so there's a lot of pressure. We saw it in that Logan Rogersville game. We saw it last year when Seneca took the number 1 seed Nevada all the way to the 7th inning. The longer the game is tied, or if Seneca can take a lead, all of a sudden that team that's favored starts making some uncharacteristic decisions.
Yeah, it can, because they get to pressing. They're used to having things go their way, and if they don't get everything to go their way, then they get to pressing. And, sometimes things have come easy to them during the season, and when things get tight, they get a little tighter.
And this will be the last home game for Cassville of the season, regardless if they win or lose, as the winner of this district will face the winner of the Class 3 District 5 championship. That game going on as we speak right now. Southern Boone and California, the winner of this contest gets a nice long road trip on Saturday afternoon and heading to either Southern Boone or California. Both those teams in the Jeff City area, in the Columbia area. So regardless of who wins, they got a long road to go on Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be a long road trip, but trust me, if you ask both these teams, they'd love to take it right now.
How'd these teams get here? Seneca won their opener 4-3, and Darrell, that was a 1 against Monette. They fell behind 3-0, scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning. After Monette scored 3 in the top half, they scored 3 in the bottom half, scored the game-winning run in the 5th inning. Logan Rogersville, that 2-0 win, like we said, finally scored 2 runs there in the 6th inning and able to get out of a bases-loaded jam to win that one 2-0. Cassville 17-0 winners over Nevada. And then they got to play the 6th seed. Clinton actually upset Aurora 7-4. They beat Clinton in a tight one 4-1, and that game was tied 0-0 through 5 innings. So obviously things become a little bit more amplified in postseason play. We saw that on last Thursday night. We're going to see a ton of that here tonight.
Exactly. Everything is magnitude when you get to this point in time. But everybody tends to pay a little bit more attention of what's going on. Coaches do, players do. They play better. And, they can play some very good softball.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, game officials will play a vital role in high school sports. As men and women work hard to ensure fairness and integrity. No one gets every call right, but every official deserves respect. So as you enjoy today's game, be a positive example and respect the officials. This message is brought to you by your friends at KNEO Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this. You're listening to Seneca Lady Indian Softball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. As sports fans, it is easy to envy successful teams. After all, everybody wants their favorite team to win. But we can get so jealous when we see other teams win. Unfortunately, these same feelings of envy often exist outside of sports too. Jealousy can quickly set in when we find out about the successes that other people experience in their lives. It's easy to compare ourselves to others, what they have or what they're doing. We can even get caught up in envy over how others serve the Lord. We must ultimately realize, however, the need to focus on our own personal obedience and heart toward Jesus. Envy can be very dangerous when taking root, but the Bible says a tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. Today, let's shift our jealous eyes away from everyone else and focus on the many blessings God graciously pours down on us. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
3-0, and it really was one at bat. I think it was by the catcher, that 17 pitch at bat where she finally worked a hit out that broke the dam for this Cassville team, and they eventually won that game 3-0. you weren't there when they played a couple weeks ago, but that game was hitless until the top of the 4th inning when Aubrey Stauffer hit a solo home run, and that was all that the pitching for this Cassville team needed. Aubrey Stauffer gets the call here tonight. You really can't go wrong with either Stauffer or Noggle. Both of them threw one-hitters against Seneca. Seneca hitting the ball much better now than they were then, so hopefully they can manufacture some runs. The wind, at least here behind us, is dying down a little bit, but the flag out in center field is going in, and it's going probably, 20 miles an hour, so you're going to have a hard time hitting a ball out here this evening.
Yeah, as the sun goes down, the wind will go down. And it was a good windy day today, and like I said, it'll die down a little at a time. We're kind of protected just a little bit from the baseball field and the fence out there on the left field and the baseball field. But like I said, you can see the flag blowing coming in from the right field, and it's going to play a factor if you hit the ball out there to left field or right field.
And Seneca. Josie Andrews had an excellent catch. I think it was against Logan Rogersville. Left center field made an excellent catch. And then she also made an excellent play. Couldn't make a catch, but she kept the ball in front of her and kept a girl from getting to second base.
She got a lot closer to that ball than what we thought she was going to get, didn't she, Ben? I mean, she did a great job. She just got there right at the time it was hitting the ground. But like you said, Ben did a great job keeping it in front of her.
Well, you're guaranteed at least one Big 8 team winning their district here this evening, as Seneca and Cassville winner obviously will get the district title. There is another Big 8 team playing in a district championship game right now. McDonald County down 6-2 in the bottom of the 2nd inning to Belton. And then other areas, Neosho is in their Class 5 District 7 title. As they have, or Class 5 District 6 title, as they are in the semifinals. They were supposed to have their championship game tonight, got postponed. The semis on Saturday, playing tonight. They are scoreless against Belton in the bottom of the 2nd there. So try and keep some of those games updated throughout the night, but obviously our main focus is on what's in front of us here this evening. The winner of this contest faces Southern Boone or California on Saturday. You would have to think with just the travel for either of these teams that wins that you're probably looking at a 2 or 3 o'clock start time on Saturday afternoon, but obviously those decisions will be made probably tomorrow.
Yeah, depends on who comes out and when they talk and who's going to be there to play. And like I said, these two teams here are pretty similar. Cassville's got Seneca the first 2 times. Sometimes it's hard to beat somebody 3 times. We've talked about that one way down here.
Yeah, hard to beat a team 3 times, especially when you've beaten them 3-0 the first 2 times. And like we said, all the pressure in the world is on this Cassville team because this is the 2nd straight year that they've been here, and it's the 3rd time in 4 years that they've been here, and they haven't been able to win it. It's the 2nd straight year that they've actually hosted the district as well. Fell in the district championship game last year to Nevada in a wild one, Daryl. One that went, I think, 12 innings.
Yeah, it's stuff like I said, we beat Cassville 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, I think it was at Monette.
Yeah.
And then last year was back here. So Cassville's held it. Had the district here 2 years in a row. But
be interesting to see what happens next year because, they keep on talking all the time about trying to avoid having teams have it back-to-back years. Seneca, I think, is always going to have a hard time getting it because people don't want to travel that far south. Cassville's kind of a middle.
I don't know if it's middle. If you're going east and west, it'd be middle. But
yeah.
So if you're going north and south, Clinton had to come down. Clinton is probably just as quick to go to Seneca.
Yeah, and then Nevada had to come down.
And probably quicker to go to Seneca
as
from
well.
Nevada.
So be interesting to see what happens next year, but more than likely I have a feeling that it won't be here. But I've been proven wrong before.
Yeah,
so.
2 years in a row.
Why not 3?
Well, who knows?
We'll go ahead, take another 3-minute timeout, come back, we'll get you starting lineups. Heading on to first pitch sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca, Prater Pharmacy.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the four-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
Team here this evening as the number 4 seed. They come in at 10-13 overall. Leading off is the pitcher, number 26, Abby Jamrose. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 25, Cordy Hancock. Batting third and playing left field, number 11, Josie Andrews. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 22, Ava Berry. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 10, Rayleigh Davis. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 15, Kinley Summer. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 5, Jolie King. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 33, Rose Card. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 1, Olivia Wade. Starting lineup here for Cassville this evening, they come in at 16-10. They are the number 2 seed. Leading off is the center fielder, number 5, Tommy Blankenship. Batting second and playing left field, number 18, Tyra Sturgill. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 10, Aubrey Stouffer. Batting cleanup and playing first base, number 19, Lily Noggle. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 27, Maddie Yockey. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 20, Brianna Still. Batting seventh is their designated player, number 24, Joey Blankenship. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 8, Nevaeh Johnson. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 7, Bradley Arthurton. Their flex player is their right fielder, number 11, Hadley Davis Moore. Daryl, Seneca, same starting lineup for the third straight game, and if it's not broke, why change it?
Why change it? If everything's going, they're having good luck. Everything's kind of getting in position. She's She's went through several lineups this year, just trying to find the right one where the girls are feeling comfortable. And this is the way that's turned out to be the best. So, you go with what brought you to the dance.
That's exactly what Seneca will do here today. And you start off, Jamrose, really, it was when you left for vacation that first week, Jamrose started hitting in that first spot. And I think a lot of it is you're trying to get more at-bats for her and potentially more at-bats with runners on base.
Yeah, I mean, here they've been trying to walk her. Okay, not giving her anything good to hit and walking her. And that way, and that's probably, maybe after they've got an out or two. So now, what are you going to do, Walker, leadoff hitter with no outs? So that's probably the reason they put her up there at first, batting first.
You look at this Cassville team, and like we said earlier, I believe Nevaeh Johnson is the one, Daryl, that had that 17-pitch at bat against Seneca, about a month ago, and that's really the one. It was... I think she had an 0-2 or a 1-2 count on her at one point. She kept battling, and then finally hit, I think, a double down the left field line. I'm not.
No, it was right center.
Okay.
It was over the right center. Yeah, she foul, and just couldn't get it past her, and she did a good job of batting. She did a good job out there at the plate, just keeping herself alive. And then all of a sudden, man, you see it long enough, she finally hit it over to the second baseman's head and up in right center. And I think they had girls at second and third.
They had the bases loaded at that point. So, that's really what got those runs in for them. District championship game, you will have 3 umpires here tonight. So, be interesting to see. Seneca has brought a good crowd here, but obviously Cassville, home, at your own ballpark, they're going to probably have more fans, and they have brought a ton of fans here tonight for what is a 6 o'clock start time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, district championship game. Seneca's got fans here, and Cassville's got fans here. I think they're going to be in for a good softball game.
Should be a fun one here between these two teams. Still about 10 minutes till first pitch. So umpires are just arriving, and they'll have their meeting, and we'll get lineups and anthem here this after, or I guess we can say this evening, Daryl, because we've gotten into evening time here. So I think at this point you can say it's evening. So
I would agree with that.
Should be a fun one here. Couple updates for you. Neosho has the bases loaded in the top of the third against Lee Summit. No score in that one. And the last update, top 3, Belton has the 6-4 lead on McDonald County. Daryl, that game could be first 1 to 15 the way that one is going.
they're scoring right and left. That it may be a shootout.
Belton scored 4 in the first. Mac scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Belton scored 2 in the top of the second. Mac scored 2 in the bottom of the second. That's a little bit of an unusual district, bringing some Kansas City schools down. And actually, if I remember correctly, Mac County beat Belton earlier in the year. And that was a district that Belton was the 4 seed, upset the 1 seed Webb City on Friday night, and really they did it pretty handily. Final score was 7-3. So be interesting to see what happens in that contest here tonight. The winner of that contest actually gets a home game in their state quarterfinal game. So obviously both McDonald County and Belton would love to host that state quarterfinal on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. For a home game around here, I think Seneca got to host it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so when you get to host that first round of district, and, whoever comes out here, they're going to Boone County or to California, right?
Yeah, Jeff City area. Because you have Southern Boone, and then you also have California. Southern Boone probably the favorite in that one. Southern Boone 22-10 on the season, number 10 in Class 3. While California 12-15 overall, but kind of Seneca's proven records don't necessarily matter when you get to that point.
You got to play the game. Whatever comes out is whatever comes out. That's the reason they put them out there. So, and it's the best way to do it too.
Interesting to see what happens here this evening. 3 years ago, Daryl, we weren't even able to cover the game that Seneca won that district championship because it happened on a Friday night at 5 o'clock. You know, it seems like a lot of the ADs in the area have started to learn their lesson of not going up against football on Friday nights and scheduling these things for later on if they want coverage.
Why, exactly. Why, in all reality, why would you?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, we were a little bit...
Yeah. Why would you? Why would you want to have it on a Friday night? A district championship game with the home teams want to be there. Why would you have to do it on Friday night? Instead of, whenever football games, they can't change. Softball can change it to Saturday or Monday like we're doing this year.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here this evening. And like we said, Daryl, it could be the longer this game is close, tied, Seneca has a lead, the more pressure it puts on this Cassville team.
It does. It does. They're in their home. They're in front of their home crowd. Seneca has nothing to lose. They beat the 1 seed. They're sitting here for district championship, So they got nothing to lose. They can play
loosey-goosey.
They can play free.
Whereas Cassville knows that they're the ones that are kind of expected to win. And, they lost to Logan Rogersville earlier in the year. But you and I were talking before Seneca played Logan Rogersville. We almost felt like Cassville may have been the favorite in the district regardless of seed.
Yeah, exactly. We thought just who Log Raj had to play. And their schedule and their record is like, Cassville may be the team to beat this year.
We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the start of the game here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Lions Forward is more than a campaign. It's our commitment to the future. Through private giving, we're expanding educational opportunities in Joplin and the 4-state area, strengthening programs, and investing in our students. Many MSSU graduates choose to stay in our region, becoming the healthcare professionals, educators, and business leaders who keep our community strong.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Forbes asked and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A-Plus Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Top first here in Cassville as we get set for softball. Abby Jamrose, Cordy Hancock, Josie Andrews. The first three due up for Seneca here tonight. Blue pants, black tops. Blue socks, black pants, black tops. So that first pitch is in there for a strike and a little ways under early. 75 degrees at first pitch. Actually says 72, and 5:58 is your first pitch as it's in there for a strike. Comes the 0-1, and that is low for a ball, and the count's 1-1. Tyra Sturgill in left, Tommy Blankenship in center, and Hadley Davis Moore in right for Cassville. As here comes the 1-1. That ball is hammered up the middle and into center field for a single to start the game for Seneca.
Good start. Good hard shot right up the middle.
As Cordy Hancock will come to the plate for the Lady Indians. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Glad you're tuning in for the Class 3 District 6 Championship game. First pitch to Hancock. She swings and misses. Kind of half-hearted swing there, and the count's 0-1.
Yeah, kind of jammed her a little bit, but and she knows it. She knows she's got to, just turn it loose and let it go.
0-1 the count here on Hancock, and that pitch is low for a ball, and the count's 1-1. At third base for Cassville is Maddie Yockey. At shortstop is Briley Arthurton. At second is Brianna Still. First is Lily Noggle. And Nevaeh Johnson is catching Aubrey Stouffer. So that pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is 1-2. Ball got by Stouffer on the mound, but good job there to back it up by the Cassville infield to not allow Jamrose to get to second.
Well, that's what that second baseman's been taught to do.
The 1-2, and that ball is blooped in the air, and it's going to fall behind the shortstop. Jamrose does a good job of hesitating, but able to get into second base, and the first two are on for the Lady Indians.
I think right off the handle, Ben, right off the fist. I thought it was going to be caught by the shortstop.
That's what
but luckily it got over the shortstop's head and just fell short of the center fielder.
I thought as well. That was a jam shot that I thought might get caught as Josie Andrews comes to the plate for Seneca. First two on. Andrews squares to bunt, popped up in the air, and it is caught by the catcher, Johnson, and there's one down. As Ava Berry will come to the plate here for Seneca.
She's been hitting the ball well, Ben. Been seeing the ball well.
She had the game-winning RBI. It was a sacrifice fly on
they gave him the lead at the top of the sixth, yes.
So here comes the first pitch to Berry, and that's swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast. Here comes the 0-1. And that is in there on the lower part of the zone, and the count's 0-2, and now you have to protect her if you're Ava Berry.
Yeah, she's got to be disciplined here. But she's got to be, anything close. Foul it off, stay alive.
As here comes the 0-2. That is in there for strike three. It was a dropped third strike, so yes, pass ball allows runners to get to second and third. Runner can't go to first because first base was occupied. And there's two down here for Rayleigh Davis. The first time these two teams met, Stouffer was on the mound. And I'll try and find it.
See if Rayleigh can get a piece of this one and put Seneca up.
So that first pitch is in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. Stouffer allowed one hit and had 18 strikeouts. So she's already allowed more hits.
Twice as much, too.
In the first inning.
But here you got a chance right here to strike first.
As here comes the 0-1. That's swung on and missed. And the count's 0-2. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. Things get amplified in postseason play, and you're seeing it here, and we're only in the top of the first. As here comes an 0-2 to Davis, and she hits it on the ground. Stouffer going to have to field it. Fields her position. It's a 1-3 put out. And Seneca will strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the first. Seneca nothing, and Cassville coming up.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank. We can do that.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Tommy Blankenship will lead things off for Cassville. Blankenship, Tyra Sturgill, Aubrey Stouffer, the 3 due up for Cassville in the bottom of the first against Abby Jamrose. Jamrose got a no decision against Monette as that first pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1 as you had Summer come in and actually pick up the win and relief in that game, but Jamrose still pitched well in that game last Wednesday as the 0-1 is in the dirt. The count's 1-1. Last Wednesday, Jamrose, no decision, 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs. None of them were earned. 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. Then you go to the district semifinal, and she picks up the win, 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. That one is off the knob of the bat, and the count's 1-2. So the key for Seneca's success here the past week, Darryl, 2 walks between the 2 pitchers, Jamrose and Summer.
Walks and hit by pitches are killers, and errors. If we can keep the errors down, we've got a chance in this game.
1-2 the count here on Blankenship. Here comes the 1-2. Ball is popped up in the air, let it spin foul, and it's a foul ball. And the count remains 1-2.
Barely. It was a foul ball. It's 2 of them right off the handle that's going that way.
That's one, if you can't catch it, the angle of it, you need to make sure it looked like it was spinning foul. Make sure it's a little bit more foul.
It should off the right-handed bat. It may spin foul. But
as here comes a 1-2 again, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 down.
Went high up in the zone that time, and she couldn't catch it.
As Tyra Sturgill will come to the plate here for Cassville.
Abby likes to come in tight, and she likes to throw that off speed on the outside part of the plate. But she also likes to throw that high up in the zone. And
that's what burned her in the 4th as that ball is hit into right center field, just over the second baseman, Jolie King's head. The 1-out base runner for Cassville.
Just over. It's the hardest thing in the world is to try to catch a ball that's over your head, and you have to run directly backwards. It's not normal.
Aubrey Stouffer comes to the plate here for Cassville. She had a solo home run the last time these 2 teams met up. So that first pitch, it's the bottom of the zone, and the count is 0-1.
I'm kind of anxious to see how much aggressive Cassville is going to be on the bases.
0-1 the count here on Stouffer. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Jamrose. Swung on and missed. Davis able to keep it in front of her. Counts 0-2. A little bit of a spinner on that one.
There's that off-speed pitch right on the outside part of the plate. She hit it knee-high the first time, and she threw it off-speed and just dove at the plate. That's a tough pitch.
0-2 the count here. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Runner going to try and steal. and she is in safely. There are 2 down now for Lily Noggle.
Notice how she went high up in the zone that time, Ben. Take them down low, make them chase it low, then bring it high up inside. That's what she likes to do.
So 2 outs here. Seneca had runners in scoring position in the first, couldn't score. Now Cassville has one here in the bottom half of the inning. That pitch in the dirt, good block by Davis. And the count is 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count here on Noggle. Here comes the 1-0. Popped in there, foul. Back to the screen, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count.
Yeah. Got some girls in the stands chanting over here. It's softball chants.
2 outs, 1-1 the count here on Noggle. As here comes the 1-1. That pitch is outside for a ball, and the count is 2-1. Do you try and take third if you're Cassville with 2 outs?
I don't know why, but might.
The 2-1 swung on and missed. It's again that high rise ball, and the count is 2-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. We're in the bottom of the first, and you can just tell the energy is different here in the district championship.
It always is, Ben.
As here comes the 2-2. That ball is hit to second, and King. King fields it, and a clean throw to first, and Seneca escapes the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, 1 in the books, no score.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics. Building relationships, providing great care.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Kinley Summer to lead off the inning here for Seneca. 6, 7, 8, Summer, King, and Card. Rose Card had a couple of hits on Thursday night for the Lady Indians.
Yes, she did.
As here comes the first pitch to Summer. That's low for a ball. The count is 1-0.
Summer's got a little pop in her bat, too.
We have seen her hit a couple of home runs this year. 1-0 the count here on Summer. She did an excellent job in relief in that Monette game. Did she go? And she did not go on the check swing, and the count's 2-0.
She tried to go up high, tried to get her to chase. Couldn't get her to chase. So
2-0 the count here on Summer. Way ahead here, you can look for your pitch.
Yeah, you can be picky here.
So here comes the 2-0. That is on the bottom of the zone. Count 2-1. That's not your pitch, so that's not a terrible take.
No.
There by Summer.
That's my pitch, though. I'm looking at that like,
2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. That pitch, same kind of spot. The count's 2-2.
Yeah.
4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-2 the count here on Kinley Summer. Here comes the 2-2. That is high and outside. She's worked it full at 3-2. Seneca would love a leadoff base runner once again in the top half of an inning.
We had a chance to score, Ben. We couldn't get that hit.
3-2, and that ball is low, just barely below the zone, and a leadoff walk for Seneca. And now Jolie King will come to the plate.
We need a CJ event from her. She hit it out at CJ. That's what we need. Wind's starting to dive in. The flag is
Getting
just a little bit of a whiff in it.
A lot quieter. The sun is setting here.
Yep.
It will be completely set by about 6:30, 6:45. She's going to square. We'll see if she bunts. She does offer at it. It is a strike, but the wild pitch does allow the runner to get to second anyways. So it works just as well as a sacrifice bunt. Do you leave the bunt on to try and get her to third?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Runs might be tough in this one.
Runs could be at a premium here this evening. 0-1 the count. She squares and fouls it back into the screen. Actually, it hit one of the metal poles and bounded back. So the count's 0-2.
See if she can battle here.
This is the third runner that Seneca has had in scoring position in the first inning plus. That pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 1-2.
That was close, Ben. That's awful close to take, isn't it? Come on, Jolie.
1-2 the count.
Battle up there.
Well, nobody out. Here comes the 1-2, and that's high, and it gets past the catcher, and taking third on the play without a throw is Kinley Summer. And the count's 2-2.
Girl at third, no one out, Ben.
Can you get her in? Every run is a premium run here tonight.
Yeah.
The 2-2, and that is in there for a called strike 3. And there is one down as Rose Card will come to the plate. Second strikeout on the evening for Lily Stauffer. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. This Card takes a pitch on the inside corner, and the count is no balls and a strike. Card finished 2 for 3 against Logan Rogersville.
We need one here.
Two singles.
A grounder. We'll get one in, Ben, if we get second, third.
That pitch is swung on and missed, and the count's 0-2.
That was there, too.
Seneca football ends the regular season on Friday night at Lamar. We'll have that game for you as well. The 0-2 swung on and missed. That's a big second out for Cassville as Olivia Wade will come to the plate. Lamar, Friday night, senior night, and then Seneca will enjoy a bye before starting in the district semifinals. As here comes the first pitch to Wade. She squares, and they said she offered at it. Counts 0-1.
Yeah, the bat was still there when the ball went through. She tried to pull it back, but
0-1 the count.
I tried to get a little squeeze bunt since third baseman's back, but she's creeping in now.
As here comes an 0-1 pitch from Stauffer. Trying to squeeze again, and it's bunted, but the third baseman able to come in and get it. That almost went over her head. And if she had been able to do that, you're probably looking at a 1-0 Seneca lead.
Easy. There ain't nobody behind her, Ben.
No runs, no hits, no errors. One left, 1.5 in the books, no score.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Lead off the second here for Cassville, 5, 6, 7. Yawkey Still and Blankenship working against Abby Jamrose. So that first pitch from Jamrose is hummed in there, and it's fouled back to the screen. And the count is no balls and a strike. Community Banking and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. Visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. 0-1. That hits her. And that is what you can't have if you're Seneca. Hit by pitch, and the leadoff runner is on for Cassville.
Let's see if we can keep her there, Ben.
Runner at first for Brianna Still, and don't be surprised if Cassville tries to manufacture a run with a bunt of their own.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how aggressive Cassville wants to be on the bases. We'll find out right here.
As here comes the first pitch from Jamrose. She squares, and she bunts it fair, throws to first in time, and Seneca does a good job of getting back to the bag. I mean, Still did a good job in getting that down. Do you know who fielded that? Was it Jamrose?
I think Jamrose is the one that fielded it.
So it's a 1-4 put out, but a sacrifice bunt as that runner at second.
She squared the bunt, but it threw it right at her head. Cassville just ducking while she was bunting. And, of course, Joe Lee, that's second baseman. That's what they're taught. Get on a bunt, you cover first.
As Joey Blankenship will come to the plate here for Cassville. So here comes the first pitch to her. That pitch is nubbed foul towards the Seneca dugout. Counts 0-1. Seneca had a runner at third with no outs and couldn't score. So Cassville has a runner at second with 1 out. See if Seneca can strand her. It's exactly what happened in the first.
Inning, yeah, they had her there in the second inning. Couldn't get a base hit. We had them on second, third, and in third, and we couldn't get a base hit. Couldn't get the timely hit.
So here comes the 0-1. That's fouled back to the screen, and the count becomes 0-2. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. And Darryl, that Belton-McDonald County game has gotten mighty interesting. Belton has an 8-7 lead heading into the top of the 6th.
Max fighting her way back.
0-2 the count here on Blankenship. As here comes the 0-2 from Jamrose, and it hits her. And they're going to have runners at first and second, trying to go inside on her. That's the second batter she's hit in the inning.
She tried to go up high. She's been underneath it. She was underneath it twice, Ben, on foul balls. And I figured Abby'd be throwing it high up in the zone, and she did. She just threw it a little too close on the inside.
The entire infield is going to come in and have a meeting here with head coach Cassidy Barclay. And you're going to have a pinch runner. I guess it's Hadley Davis Moore. It's the flex runner running for the DP.
Here we go. First and second, 1 out. Let's see if we can, get some runs. The top of the lineup about in. We got the 9th hitter up.
It's the number 8 hitter here for Cassville, Nevaeh Johnson. She is at the plate. See if you can, and that one hurts too, Darryl, especially because it was an 0-2 count.
I think, yes. Wasn't it 0-2 count on the first one? What was the count on the first one?
0-1.
0-1. Both of them hurt. You're putting the runners on the base without earning it, and that's what makes it tough.
As here comes the first pitch to Johnson. Seneca expecting a bunt, takes a called strike as Johnson counts 0-1.
Did not want a bunt.
She's not squaring at all. Seneca may have a wheel play on because some are charging, and Hancock would try and cover third. As here comes the 0-1 pitch from Jamrose. She does square and then swings away and misses it, and the count's 0-2. That's what you're trying to do, is get that third baseman to charge and then try and get it past her. Because you have a huge hole on that left side where Hancock has to go.
High in the zone. They can't catch up with it, and they can't lay off of it.
0-2 count. Here comes the 0-2. That off-speed pitch is outside for a ball, and the count's 1-2. Neosho has a 3-0 lead. Or excuse me, I think it was a 5-1 lead on Lee's Summit in their game. That game is top 5. As here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A big second out for Seneca, as that is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Jamrose, as Briley Arthurton will come to the plate.
Here's
Number 9 hitter for Cassville. Obviously,
she may be a slap hitter, Ben. She's setting up in the back of the box.
So here comes the first pitch to Arthurton.
Yeah.
That's swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. Number 9 hitter here for Cassville. See if Seneca can get her out. So that way they start with the top of the order.
That's what she's doing. She's stepping into it from the back of the box. A little slap hitter from the left side of the plate.
As here comes the 0-1. That one swung on and missed. And the count quickly 0-2. They're a strike away from getting out of damage. Both teams have left runners in scoring position, and we're only 2 innings in. 0-2 the count here on Arthurton. Here comes an 0-2 from Jamrose. And that is outside for a ball. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. You do have a couple of balls to work with if you're Jamrose.
That was a good pitch and a good location.
1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3, and Seneca escapes the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. Both teams have left 3 through 2. No score.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. The best teams in sports always end up with a target on their backs. Their success means that they are always being hunted by the rest of the teams in the league. In our own lives, when we make the decision to follow Jesus, it's not always easy. Noticeable changes take place that force us into the role of being hunted. We shouldn't be surprised when a target is on our back, because persecution and suffering is part of our journey as followers of Jesus. 1 Peter 4:12-13 explains, "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's sufferings, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed." Today, let's be encouraged that a genuine life in Christ comes at a cost, but our temporary challenges reveal we're on the right path. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
Lead off the top of the 3rd here for Seneca. Once again, top of the order, Jamrose, Hancock, and Andrews. The first 2 reached for Seneca. Jamrose takes a strike, and the count's 0-1.
Both teams have put pressure on the other team, getting base runners in scoring position, Ben. But nobody's broke free yet.
As here comes the 0-1. That ball is laced to left field. It's down, and it's going to roll towards the left corner. It's going to be a double to start the inning for Abby Jamrose. That ball tailing away, but able to keep it fair. And Seneca has a runner in scoring position here to start the 3rd inning.
There you go. We've put pressure on Cassville in every inning. Let's see if we can't get the run across, Ben. Let's see if we can draw first blood.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening.
Hancock off the handle last time, got a base hit.
So that first pitch was popped foul into the screen, and the count is no balls and a strike. 0-1 the count here on Hancock. She had a 1-2 count on her where she was able to get a base hit.
Yeah, she kind of fisted one over the shortstop.
The 0-1, that's popped up in the air. The center fielder going to come in and find it for out number 1. Short center field, and the center fielder, Blankenship, able to snag it.
She just got underneath it just a touch.
As Josie Andrews comes to the plate here for Seneca. 1 out, runner on second for the Lady Indians.
There ain't no wind out here now, Ben. The old flag just laying limp.
It was a windy day, but as the sun has set, as that pitch is high for a ball and the count's 1-0, the wind has died dramatically. I guess not dramatically, but a lot.
Died. Died to about nothing, so.
1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0, and she fouls that back into the screen.
She's on it.
And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, this has been a very intense 2 1/3 innings.
2 1/3, yeah, just 2 1/3. I mean,
that pitch is in there
baby.
for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic. And Daryl, you know, Seneca's seeing the ball a lot better here tonight. Stauffer only 1 hit the first time these two teams played. So that pitch is low, and the count's 2-2. And now they already have 3 hits here this evening.
Both teams are putting pressure on the other team. They're getting base runners, but nobody's got the timely hit to get the base runners in. That's what we need from Josie right now.
It's the 2-2. She gets a piece, fouls it off, and gets to stay alive.
Stay alive, yep. Foul it off. If you don't like it, foul it off.
And Daryl, the way this game is going, we're only 2 innings in, but that first run is going to be a very important run.
It could be huge, just like we did in Logan Rogersville.
The 2-2 swung on, and it was foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3, and she is out, and there are 2 gone here for Ava Berry.
Let's see if Ava can get us a base hit.
3 strikeouts for Stauffer. Seneca doing a much better job here tonight, though, Daryl, of getting ball or bat on ball.
What you want to do is, you know, hit the softball.
That first pitch, Berry takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening.
What you want to do, Ben, is hit the ball, make the Cassville have to get you out.
0-1 is low. The count's 1-1.
Put the ball in play. Good things happen. You put the ball in play, put pressure on the other team.
1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1. That ball is poked foul into the screen near the on-deck circle, and the count's 1-2. Seneca has had a runner in scoring position all 3 innings now. Cassville has had a runner in scoring position both innings as well.
Yeah, they're there. They just can't get the hit.
So that 0-2, 1-2 is outside. Excuse me, it was a 1-2.
Yeah, that's all right.
And the count's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. It was good location. That's where the catcher set up.
2-2 the count here on Berry. The 2-2. That pitch hits the inside corner for strike 3. That will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 2.5 in the books, no score.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
Bottom 3 here in Cassville, they will have the top of their order. Blankenship, Sturgill, and Stouffer due up. Sturgill hit a single her first time, as Jamrose has given up 1 hit, but 3 base runners as well.
Both teams have had, their runners in scoring position. We've had a girl on third base, nobody out. Had a girl on second base, nobody out. Cannot get that hit, Ben. We need to be the one to who's going to flinch first.
As here comes the first pitch from Jamrose. Swung on and missed, and the count snowballs and a strike.
She's throwing it high in that zone, Ben, and they can't catch up to it.
0-1 the count. Just like 3 years ago, 1 run may win it, as that one is swung on and missed on that high pitch as well, and the count's 0-2.
Yeah, she's making her climb the ladder. First pitch was up a little high, and second pitch up a little higher.
0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2. That is just outside, and the count's 1-2.
Good pitch.
People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-2. Fouled back into the screen, so we'll do it again.
See how she went back up high? Threw it low and outside, then she's throwing it back high, that one. Luckily, she got a piece of it just to foul it off.
We'll see if they maybe try and go back low and outside again. There's a 1-2 the count remains here on Blankenship. Here comes a 1-2. That pitch is outside, and the count's 2-2. She did go low and outside.
Yeah, she tried low back and outside.
Just did not get the call. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, don't be surprised this ain't high up in the zone again.
Comes a 2-2.
Yep.
And it is high.
Oh, she laid off that time, Ben.
And the count's full at 3-2. Do you go back up there? That was not a bad spot to miss.
It wasn't a bad spot. It was a little high, but you got to throw a strike here.
Here comes the 3-2. And she misses high for ball 4 as Blankenship walked to lead off the inning. And I would think that they will be trying to steal second here.
Well, you know, they haven't been very aggressive on the base path. But don't be surprised.
Sturgill 1 for 1 here this evening. Here comes the first pitch to her. She squares to bunt. It's bunted foul. Counts 0-1. They're seeing how important a run is by bunting with their number 2 hitter. 0-1 the count.
And good bunt. I mean,
well, you said good
bunt. Summer was in there pretty hard.
0-1 the count. Here comes an 0-1. She squares again, and that one bunted foul. And the count's 0-2. Seneca caught a little bit of a break that it was foul. Summer probably should have made sure it was foul. And the count is 0-2. I mean, the home plate umpire was right there.
Oh, yeah, it was foul. She took it in foul territory.
0-2 the count, and now we'll see if the bunt comes off. It's hard to bunt with 2 strikes. See if they trust Sturgill. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and they throw down, and it gets by the runner gets behind the Seneca fielders, but they catch a break in the fact that Blankenship was not looking.
Well, she was on the ground after she slid in, and then she didn't get up very, aggressively. She got up, then looked, and it was too late. Cassville coach is almost out there in the field telling her, no, stay.
I think she would have had a hard time getting to third anyways. But Seneca catches a break there regardless. As Stouffer comes to the plate, a strikeout. As that pitch is outside for a ball, and the pass ball allows the runner to get to third.
Just off the end of her glove, after Rayleigh's glove.
1-0 the count. Now you're desperately looking for a strikeout. Stouffer was a strikeout victim her first time. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. Popped in the air, foul, back to the screen. So the count's 1-1.
There's that high pitch. They have trouble. It's up in the zone, and she's throwing it up in the zone. The girl on third base, she laid off of it.
1-1 the count here on Stouffer. Here comes the 1-1. That off-speed pitch is in the air, foul territory, and Barry snags it. That is a big second out here for Seneca.
Huge second out. Now all we have to do is worry about the girl at the plate.
There's 2 down for Lily Noggle, who grounded to second base her first time up.
Both teams are putting pressure on the other team, Ben, getting girls in scoring position. But, both teams have responded.
Southwest Missouri Bank, the Osher Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, sponsoring the broadcast as that pitch is laced into left field for a single. And Lily Noggle gives Cassville a 1-0 lead.
Well, there's that The one time the hit, the Seneca hadn't got, and Cassville got one.
I think they would have, even if that pass ball wasn't there, I think they would have been aggressive and tried to send her regardless with 2 outs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So 1-0 Cassville for Maddie Yockey, who was hit by a pitch her first time up.
I know. If I was a coach, I would.
So here comes the first pitch to Yockey. That pitch hits the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, all sponsoring the broadcast. 0-1 the count.
No, just leave it at 1 run.
As here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the count's 0-2. The way this game is going, Seneca has had opportunities every inning.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would think they would have a couple more up their sleeves. 0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2. And that pitch she fouls into the screen. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
Having a hard time laying off that high fastball, whatever you want to call it, rise ball, whatever you want to call it, softball. It's up in the zone. They're having a hard time laying off of it.
0-2 the count here on Yockey. She was hit by a pitch on an 0-1 count. So here comes another 0-2. That is outside. Runner going to steal second without a throw. Seneca just worrying about the base runner here.
The batter, anyway.
Thank you. I meant to say batter.
I knew that. Started with a B. That's close enough, Ben.
As here comes a 1-2. That ball is hit into the cow pasture behind the Cassville dugout.
Yeah.
The count remains 1-2.
We'll use it again, as long as there ain't no brown spots on it.
1-2 the count. I don't know what you call that, because sometimes we joke about spitballs, but that would be something
I don't
diabolical. 1-2, and that ball is hit in the air to left field. Andrews can't get there in time, and a runner will be safe at second, as Seneca did not tag her. It's an RBI single for Yockey, and then takes second on the throw. And it's 2-0 here for Cassville. As Brianna Still will come to the plate, as the Seneca infield will come in and have a conversation. I mean, they're just hitting it where Seneca's not at the moment.
Right off the end of the bat, just over the, just over third base head, just right off the end of the bat. But, hey, we've gotten kids in scoring position. We can't get the hit. They finally got a couple in scoring position. They got a couple hits.
Yeah, 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. It's one of the runs that came in and scored.
Yeah, that walk was
So here comes the first pitch to Still. That ball hit down the third baseline foul past Summer. And the count is 0-1. That one hurts a little bit because it was a 1-2 count.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I don't know. She looked like she reached out there and she just right off the end of the bat.
0-1 the count here on Still. Here comes the 0-1. That pitch is low for a ball. And the count is 1-1. And Darryl, that Matt County game is heading to the bottom of the 7th with Belton up 8-7.
Max got one more chance, huh? Yeah.
1-1 the count here on Still. Here comes the 1-1. Popped in the air, foul into the screen. The count's 1-2. She was ahead of Yockey 1-2 and couldn't finish her. Cassville a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Seneca just looking for one more strike. Popped in there, foul into the screen again. This count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Comes another 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning for Cassville. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They strand 1. 3 in the books. 2-0 Lady Wildcats.
Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out huddlespringschurchofchrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
Rayleigh Davis to start the inning for Seneca. Here in the top of the fourth comes the first pitch from Stouffer. That's in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
She had a big hit, Ben, on Thursday's game. Let's see if she can't get one started here.
0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. And she fouls it back to the screen. Counts 0-2. Davis grounded out to the pitcher her first time. Summer on deck.
Tight.
She walked, and then King struck out.
Yeah, that was tight. She got it off her handle. See if she can.
0-2. That ball is hit in the air to left field. Left fielder keeping going back, and it's over her head. It is a double for Rayleigh Davis. That left fielder just kept on drifting back, and Seneca has the leadoff runner on.
No, that was hit hard, Ben. I mean, it was hit hard to third base.
So the leadoff runner is on for Seneca, for Kinley Summer, who walked her first time out.
Let's find out. Come on, girl. Can we get a timely hit?
That first pitch is low and inside for a ball, and the count's 1-0.
It's like, all right, we got a girl on first, second, nobody out. Can we get a couple timely hits and get some runs in?
Seneca has had a runner in scoring position every inning, Darryl.
I know, we just can't get the hit at the right time.
So here comes the 1-0, and that is in there for a strike. Counts 1-1. To keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. So we're going to have a courtesy runner for Rayleigh Davis, and I believe it's going to be Abigail Elliott.
Yep.
Kind of interesting, waiting until a 1-1 count to bring her in.
Yeah. And you know Somers, we've seen her hit the softball. She's got some power. She get a hold of one.
The 1-1 is off the bat. Elliott stays at second base. It's a 6-3 putout, and Elliott did what she needed to do because she would have been out at third base.
Yeah. That was a good job by the shortstop. She did a great job.
As now coming to the plate is Jolie King.
One out.
King struck out her first time. She fouls that one back to the screen, and the count is 0-1.
She's another one, Ben. You'd be surprised how much pop she has in her bat.
Seneca football is at Lamar on Friday night. Seth Wilson will join us for the call of that one. 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here on King. As King, here comes the 0-2. Did that almost sounded like a hit?
Yeah,
something.
I don't know.
They call it inside, and the count's 1-2. That was very weird. Whatever happened.
Yeah.
1-2 the count here on King. That pitch is low, and the count's 2-2. She's worked it from 0-2 to 2-2.
Well, the dugouts I was coached with, they'd be yelling to wear it. Wear it. I'm like, what in the world?
2-2 the count here on King. One out.
Hit.
Here in the inning. Here comes the 2-2. And that almost hit her, and the count's full at 3-2, and they're not going to say she swung. Going to say she danced out of the way. And head coach of Cassville is incensed, but, he did what he needed to do and checked, and the count's full at 3-2.
Yeah, she just danced out of the way.
Full count here on King.
She took a step at it, but she danced out of the way.
3-2 the count. Here comes the 3-2 from Stauffer. That ball is popped up in the air, and it is caught. And now Elliott is going to get tagged out at third base. It's a pop out, and then it becomes a 1-5 put out, and that will end the inning. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. 3.5 in the books, 2-0 Cassville.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
A pinch hitter,
14.
number 24.
24.
No, she's re-entering.
Re-entering, yes.
So Blankenship is re-entering. As here comes the first pitch to her. That pitch is off the knob of the bat, and King able to snag it for out number 1.
Right at her, right at Jolie. And sometimes those are the hardest ones to catch.
0-1 the count. 1 out for Nevaeh Johnson,
It's 0-1.
who struck out her first time.
You got it.
Neosho looks like they may advance to the Class 5 District 6 championship game against Ray-Pac as that pitch is fouled off into the screen above us. Counts 0-1. Neosho a 7-1 lead on Lee Summit in the top of the 7th.
Good.
They would play Ray-Pac on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock, that game in Neosho.
And they get to face that one girl.
Yep, Ray Moore Peculiar.
Yeah.
0-1. That pitch is in there for a strike. Counts 0-2. Darrell gets late early. Jamrose will see her third at bat in the 5th inning, but she won't be guaranteed a 4th at bat in the 7th.
Yeah.
So here comes an 0-2. Trying to bunt. A good bunt by her. Summer fields it, throws to first, and they call her out. It is a 5-4 put out. Barry was near the bag, but Jolie King tagged the bag, and that first base umpire was right there. Not much of an argument by the first base coach.
No. Not much of an argument there, but
that was an excellent bunt
play
with 2 strikes.
A great bunt, and it was a good play from Sommer at third, just to make it close to get it.
As Arthurton will come to the plate. She struck out her first time, takes a ball high. The count's 1-0. Bottom 4 here in Cassville. Cassville scored 2 runs in the 3rd. So that pitch is outside, and the count's 2-0. You really want to get Arthurton here and leave the top of the order for the 5th. 2-0 the count. Here comes the 2-0. That pitch must have been low. Maybe inside, and the count's 3-0. Not 100% sure where that one missed.
Being a left-handed slap hitter, she's trying to keep it on the outside part of the plate. And maybe she just missed it.
Comes the 3-0. That is in there for a strike, and the count's 3-1. 3-1 the count. 2 outs here, bottom 4. Here comes the 3-1. That she swung at. She may have swung at ball 4, and the count's full at 3-2. Rise ball is hard to resist.
Yeah, she's throwing it high in the zone.
Here comes a 3-2, and Jamrose comes back to strike her out. That will end the inning. Down go the Lady Wildcats here in the 4th. 4 in the books, 2-0 Cassville.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Off the inning here for Seneca, 8-9-1. Card, Wade, top of the order, and Abby Jamrose. Comes the first pitch. The pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 1-0.
We've had runners in scoring position every inning, Ben. Let's see if we can't get some now. We've got to get some timely hits.
So here comes the 1-0 pitch to Card, and she fouls that one off. The count's 1-1. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics, Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Seneca already 4 hits on the day after only having 1 against her the first time they faced her. As that pitch hits the top of the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Yep.
You're just looking for a way to stay alive here if you're Card.
We've got to her a few times, but not at the right time.
Comes the 0-1-2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 down. 6th strikeout for Stouffer as Wade will come to the plate here for Seneca. They're going to bring that third baseman in. See if Wade can knock it over her head.
Yeah.
Unlike last time.
See a little slap hit.
That's bunted in the air, and the third baseman is able to grab it in foul territory, and there's 2 down for Abby Jamrose. Jamrose has a single and a double to her credit here this evening. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast here.
Well, they've been throwing Abby on the outside part of the plate. They do not want to throw her inside.
That first pitch is low for a ball, and the count's 1-0.
And she's got 2 hits over in left field, single and a double. You leave one on the inside part of the plate, she may go yard.
1-0 the count here on Jamrose. Here comes the 1-0, taking the entire way, and the pitch hits the bottom of the zone, and the count's 1-1. 2 outs here, top 5 in Cassville. Here comes a 1-1. That pitch is outside, and the count is 2-1.
Don't be surprised if she just doesn't have anything good to hit.
2 outs, yeah.
2 outs. I mean, they've walked her many times this year.
So here comes the 2-1. That's low, and the count is 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1 the count. Hancock on deck. She's 1 for 2 as Stouffer's got to tie a shoe.
She got 1 hit. Hancock got a hit off the hands and then flew out.
That pitch is low for ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and Darryl, I think they did. It's not an intentional walk, but it's almost like one. Cordy Hancock will come to the plate, and now the entire infield coming in for Cassville.
You're not giving her anything hitting. What have we got going on here, Ben? The first baseman.
Infield has come in. as Hancock 1 for 2, a single, and flew out to center field her last time. So Jamrose has reached base all 3 times here tonight. Hancock 1 for 2. We're near the top of the 7 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org.
She just missed the last one, Ben.
That ball is fouled back to the screen, and the count's 0-1.
She hit it hard, but she got underneath it a little bit and flew out to left field. She hits that ball solid. Gone. See if we can't get a little 2-out rally here.
Comes the 0-1. That ball is fisted in the air. Second shortstop makes the play, low throw, and is able to throw over to first in time for the putout. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. 4.5 in the books. Still 2-0 Cassville.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. Sports fans can be loyal to a fault. For instance, sometimes our teams make awful personnel decisions, and deep down we know that, yet we convince ourselves that the team is doing the right things. When it comes to our faith, we also try to convince ourselves that we're doing the right things, even though deep down we know that's not true. We can pretend we're obeying God, while in actuality, we're not producing fruit in our lives. The Bible says God is light and there is no darkness in him at all. So we are lying if we say we have fellowship with God, but go on living in spiritual darkness. We are not practicing the truth. We need Jesus' grace to empower us to live our lives in light. We must repent and leave the darkness behind so we can have fruitful fellowship with him and make wise decisions. Today, let's not waste time trying to convince ourselves of a false reality. Instead, let's stick to the truth and live in the light with Jesus. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
Kinley Summer will come in and pitch for the Lady Indians as she will face the top of the order here for Cassville. Summer came in and pitched the final 3 innings against Monette and did not give up a hit in those 3 innings of relief against the Lady Cubs, and she actually picked up the win, did not give up a hit, and had 3 strikeouts. Jamrose could still potentially come back into the game if needed or wanted at some point later on.
Yeah, she could come back to pitch. I mean, they're just switching it up. I don't know what the coaches, but I mean, she did it against Monette and it worked out. And Summers pitched well this year.
So the line so far on Jamrose: 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, but she is in line for the loss as Neosho advances to the Class 5 District 6 championship game on Wednesday night with a 7-1 win over Lee's Summit.
Yeah, good for Neosho.
So they will play Wednesday night in Neosho against Raymore Peculiar for that district championship. John Ball, Matt Ball, Jim Jackson will have the call of that one. If you're interested in going to that game or finding out about watching the game, you can watch it on our website at kneo.org for a fee. As Kinley Summer will face the top of the order for Cassville: Tommy Blankenship, Tyra Sturgill, and Aubrey Stouffer. Here in the bottom of the 5th. As here comes the first pitch from Summer. That ball is hit on a hop to Barry at third. Long throw over, and they call her safe. It is an infield single for Tommy Blankenship. That was a slow roller.
Yeah.
Ava Berry has moved to third, and Abby Jamrose is at first.
She fielded it clean and threw it clean, but it's just such a slow road. I can't spit it out. Slow roller, yeah, and a good speed. Make it to first.
Sturgill 1 for 2 on the day at the plate. Here comes the first pitch to her, trying to bunt and try and get an insurance run in scoring position. Sturgill bunts it foul, and the count is 0-1.
Got a foul tip.
So no balls and a strike here on Sturgill. Tried to bunt last time, and that didn't go very well. Trying to bunt here again. So here comes the 0-1 pitch coming from Summer. As here comes the 0-1, bunting again. She offers at it. It's in there for a strike, and she is out at second base. It is an 0-2 count and a 2-6 putout. An excellent throw down by Rayleigh Davis, and that extinguishes a fire for Seneca.
Oh, just right on the button, Ben. Good tag, too.
A 2-6 putout and an 0-2 count. Cassville looking for an insurance run any way possible. As here comes an 0-2 pitch. And that is high and outside. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Sturgill. As Summer taking her time, getting back onto that rubber. 1-2 the count here on Sturgill. Here comes the 1-2 offering. That pitch is hit in the air to center field. Wade is going to come in and gets over her head. The runner will be at least at second. Josie Andrews tries to get it in, and the runner will be at third on the play. A 1-out base runner here for Cassville.
She might have got it in the lights, Ben, because it looks like she was underneath it, and then all of a sudden it carried more than she thought. So I got a feeling she kind of lost it up in the lights maybe a little bit.
Stouffer 0 for 2. She struck out and fouled out. So another insurance run for Cassville is now sitting 60 feet away. Like you said, it looked like Wade was underneath it. And you're not used to playing underneath the lights. You play all season long with maybe a game or two under the lights. The ball gets by Davis, and coming in and scoring on the pass ball is Tyra Sturgill. That is a big insurance run there for Cassville. Just kind of underneath the wickets of Rayleigh Davis.
And dove down to, just couldn't get on it. It happens. May have got a bad bounce off that thing, too.
1-0 the count here on Stouffer. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. That pitch up the middle. Summer knocks it down, but she can't field it. And safe at first base, and I think that's an infield single.
Everything right now is going Cassville's way. And we've just ran in a couple bad scenarios here that we just can't finish.
Lily Noggle at the plate. She's 1 for 2, grounded out. She's also single.
We got 1 out. Seneca's got 1 out. Let's see if we can't get the others. Leave it at a 3-0 game.
Seneca,
you got a chance, yeah.
Seneca will have their 3, 4, 5 hitters due up in the top of the 6th.
Had base runners.
Only inning. Every inning they've had a base runner. They have had a runner in scoring position. As that first pitch is in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. Only inning a runner wasn't in scoring position was the 5th, and that was on a 2-out walk. Seneca has stranded 5 runners. Cassville has stranded 4. 0-1 the count here on Noggle. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That is outside. Nice snag by Davis. The count's 1-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. One and one the count here on Noggle. She's 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the first run of the game there in the 3rd inning. 1-1 is fouled off at the plate. Back to the screen, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count here on the cleanup hitter for Cassville.
It's kind of tough. You're putting a freshman right there in the, summer. She's proved she can handle it all year.
As here comes a 1-2. That one's fouled off at the plate. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, the count remains. As Summer taking her time. And here comes another 1-2 offering coming from the freshman. That 1-2 is knobbed off the bat as Noggle doing a good job of battling.
Staying alive. Yeah, that's 3 fouls in a row, Ben.
So the winner will be traveling to Southern Boone. Southern Boone beat California 4-1 on Saturday. 1-2 count here on Noggle. Here comes a 1-2 pitch again. That 1-2 is high and outside. Runner trying to steal second, and the swipe tag is not in time. So a runner in scoring position, and a 2-2 count here on Lily Noggle. Still only 1 out.
Let's get the girl at the plate. You know, that's what Seneca's go. Get the girl at the plate. See if we can't leave her at second base.
2-2, the count remains. Here comes another 2-2 pitch. That pitch is low, and she's worked it full to 3-2. Summer, you have to think, will get the bulk of the work next year with Jamrose graduating.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if they can find a number 2 pitcher to try and take some tax off the starter, as the 3-2 is low for ball 4. So a 1-out walk. Runners are at first and second for Maddie Yockey. Yockey has reached base both times, once on a hit by pitch and once a single. RBI single over the third baseman's head. It was Summer. Now Barry's over there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. As here comes the first pitch. That is high and outside for a ball. And the count's 1-0. Brianna's still on deck for Cassville. You're just looking for an out anywhere right now if you're Seneca. 1-0 the count. 1 out here on Matayaki. Runners at first and second. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Summer. That pitch is hit on a hop to Hancock. Only play is to first base. Jamrose able to snag it. It's a 6-3 put out. And runners are at second and third on the fielder's choice. But that was the only play for Hancock.
Hancock's the only place she had. A little high chopper. Had no chance to turn 2. No chance to get the girl at second base. Made a good throw to Jamrose. Abby over there at first.
Jamrose did the smart thing of running the runner back to third base. Brianna Still now comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2. That first pitch in the dirt. Good block by Davis. And the count's 1-0. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. 1-0 the count. As here comes the 1-0 pitch from Summer. That 1-0 is hit on a couple hops to Barry, and a tough play and no play there for Ava Barry. And the East 5 will allow another run to come in and score here for Cassville. Just a weird spin there on that final bounce, Darryl.
It's just a high chopper, slow roller. She couldn't get to it anyway. I'm not sure she'd even throw the girl out. It's just, if it was a sharp hit ball, Barry's got it throwing her out. But no, this is slow roller chopper that goes nowhere. It's almost like a good bunt. And we just can't get to it.
I can't see what number is running at first, but they have a pinch runner at first for Cassville. I think that's number 9, which would be Alexandra Holycross. Should be running at first base. Is Coach Cassidy Barclay going to come in and have a conversation with the entire infield? 2 outs here in the inning. 2 more runs in for Cassville. Both runs in this inning are unearned. As Joey Blankenship comes to the plate. She's been hit by a pitch and lined out to second. Seneca just trying to find to get away to
get this last out
and out of the inning.
They're talking about here. They got first and third. Probably just going to let her go.
So here comes the first pitch to Blankenship. That pitch is fouled into the screen. Counts 0-1. She was swinging away instead of letting her runner to get to second base.
That surprised me.
0-1 the count. Seneca will have 3, 4, 5 due up in their half of the sixth once they get there. 0-1 the count here on Blankenship. Summer looking for the sign. She was having a hard time finding it. Finally found it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That ball is yanked foul into the screen near the Seneca dugout, and the count's 0-2. 2 outs, 2 strikes here in the inning. Seneca looking for one more strike. 0-2 the count. Blankenship 0-1. She's also been hit by a pitch. And Summer toes the rubber. Here comes an 0-2. That ball is laced right to Jolie King at second base. And that will end the inning for Cassville. 2 runs in the inning on 1 base hit. There were 2 errors, and they strand 2. We head to the top of the 6th inning as Seneca is down 4-0 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Get after it.
The 1 hits the outside corner. Counts 0-2. Andrews, Berry, and Davis, the 3 due up for Seneca here in the top of the 6th. You need at least 2 runners to reach at some point to give Jamrose another opportunity. That ball is popped in the air, and it was rolling foul, and Cassville did the smart thing of letting it bounce foul.
Had the spin on it, didn't it?
It hit in a fair territory, but bounced foul, and the count remains 0-2.
Looked like a golf shot on a green, just spin it backwards. And it was a good play by the catcher here, Cassville, just to let it go foul.
Comes another 0-2, and that pitch hits the inside corner for strike 3. There's 1 down as Ava Berry comes to the plate. Berry 0-2. Davis on deck. She's 1-2.
Yeah, I got a feeling Cassville's not going to mess around here. Last couple innings, they're going to go straight at them.
As here comes the first pitch to Berry. That ball is up the middle. It gets by Stouffer, but the second baseman fields it and it's a first in time, and there's 2 down quickly here. Rayleigh Davis will come to the plate. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Hartle Springs Church of Christ, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Davis 1 for 2, hit a double to deep left field. That left fielder just kept on drifting, and it finally went over her head. That ball is swung on and fouled off. It counts 0-1.
It wouldn't take much to get that over the fence, too, Ben. It was hit that hard.
0-1 the count. You have to think, Daryl, next year this Seneca team, they bring a lot of youth back that has played a lot of softball here this year.
Yeah.
0-1 is popped in the air, foul. It's out of play near the top of the press box. Just went to the right of the press box. Actually, it's to the left, technically. Our right, and the count's 0-2.
Depends on which way you're looking.
Counts 0-2.
Big thing is, I don't think it made it to the cow pasture. So,
no balls and 2 strikes. Rayleigh Davis looking to find a way on.
Yeah, she's got a battle here.
0-2, and that ball is hit off the end of the
That's
bat.
tough play.
Second baseman going to underhand throw it in time for the putout. That will end the inning. Nothing doing for Seneca here in the 6th. 2-0 Cassville.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
1 due up for Cassville here in the 6th as they look for some more insurance. They have a 4-0 lead here through 5 innings. Kinley Summer begins her 2nd inning of relief. Abby Jamros is in line for a loss, but she pitched well. 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Stouffer in line for a win, but Seneca has gotten to her a little bit more here tonight, Darryl. They have 4 hits on the night, but a lot less strikeouts than the first time they faced her.
We've had runners, the first 3 innings, Ben, we had runners in scoring position, and we could not get the hit at the right time. Yeah. I mean, we could have put some pressure on Cassville and maybe changed their whole attitude and the whole game, but we could not get it at the right time.
Seneca had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out in the 1st, couldn't score. Had a runner at 3rd with nobody out in the 2nd, couldn't score. Had a runner at 2nd in the 3rd, couldn't score.
Yeah.
Had a runner at 4th in the 2nd, couldn't score. I mean, I can't tally that up in my head very quickly, but that's 0 for about 12 with runners in scoring position as Nevaeh Johnson takes a ball, counts 0-1. Johnson 0 for 2. Arthurton 0 for 2. Blankenship top of the order, 1 for 2.
It's just, early in the game we had our chances to put some pressure on Cassville, and we just couldn't get it done.
As 1-0 the count here on Johnson. As Summer made a good play on a bunt attempt last time. Summer makes the play once again. It's a 1-3 putout, and there is 1 down. Summer fields her position well there, but the first time it was a bunt with 2 strikes, and Nevaeh Johnson almost beat that one out.
Yeah.
That time, just a ground ball to Summer. Summer does a good job of jumping and getting it. There's 1 down. Arthurton 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. I believe that's Arthurton.
Number 1?
It's number 7.
Or 7?
It's
the hair in the way, Ben.
So that first pitch is low and outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Seneca will have to find a new center fielder. You may see Josie Andrews flip to center next year because she played center when Wade was injured during the year.
Yeah.
You'll have to find a new...
Ellie to be back.
So here comes the 0-1. 1-0, excuse me, and that's swung on a miss. Counts 1-1. To find a new catcher, which I've seen Ava Berry catch some bullpens, so maybe she will move behind the plate, and then have to find a new first baseman / third baseman somewhere because Jamrose is gone. That pitch is fouled into the screen near the Cassville dugout. Counts 1-2.
Cordy Hancock.
She's a junior.
Cordy's a junior?
There's only 3 seniors on this year's squad.
Okay. So Wade in center.
Wade in center, Davis behind the plate, and Jamrose on the mound. 1-2 the count here on Arthurton. As some are having a hard time seeing the signs. As here comes the 1-2 offering. That 1-2 is hit. Hancock makes a play, and a nice play, but they call her safe at first base. And, Darryl, that is what happens with her getting out of the box quickly. Hancock did all she could. Jamrose did all she could, and that's an infield single.
And it was just one of those high, slow choppers down there that if it was hit sharp at her, Cordy's got her.
Or if Summers able
being able to get it. But, no, that was just a chopper out of the Summers.
Tommy Blankenship at the plate. She's 1 for 2. Don't be surprised if Arthurton tries to take second. Here comes the first pitch from Summer. That ball is poked in the air. Hancock a sliding catch behind the pitching circle, and there are 2 down now for Tyra Sturgill. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. Seneca football ends the regular season on Friday night at Lamar. Seth Wilson will join us for the call of that one. 6:15 pregame show. 7 o'clock first pitch from Lamar, and it could be a messy one as that first pitch is low for a ball. Gets into center field, and the runner is going to steal third on the wild throw. So it's a stolen base for Arthurton, and then an E2 allows her to get to third. That pitch is a ball, so counts 1-0. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. Visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, proud sponsor, Seneca Indians. With 2 outs, you don't really care about that runner at third. You're just worried about
get the
batter at the plate. Sturgill 1 for 3 on the day. Hits a slow roller to Hancock. Hancock throws to first in time. It is a 6-3 putout. That will end the inning. For Cassville, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They strand 1. We head to the top of the 7th. Seneca needs 4 runs. See their season continue here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Kinley Summer will lead off the inning here for Seneca, 6-7-8, needing 4 runs to see this game to a bottom of the 7th inning. Summer is 0 for 1, grounded out to shortstop in the 4th, walked in the 2nd. That ball is hit into short center field and off the center fielder's glove. It's a single to start the inning for Seneca on the very first pitch.
Got to start. Good start. You got to start somewhere.
As Jolie King will come to the plate here for Seneca. You look at all the underclassmen that have seen playing time for Seneca. Adamari Rodriguez. She's a sophomore. You look at all these underclassmen. Rodriguez, King. So that pitch is popped in the air, foul near the Seneca on deck circle. Count is 0-1. Josie Andrews, Summer, Abigail Elliott, Ava Berry, There are a lot of underclassmen that have seen a lot of playing time for Seneca here this year.
Yeah.
So here comes the 0-1, and that's popped foul into the screen, and the count 1-2. You know, before the season started, Seneca wanted an opportunity at a district championship, and they've got their opportunity here tonight.
I think they were probably the two best teams in the district right here playing.
0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2. Popped up in the air. Center fielder keeps drifting back and finally catches it out there in deep center field. She just kept drifting. It kept going farther and farther. She hit that ball harder than I thought she did.
That wasn't very far away from being over the fence like she did at CJ. She just got underneath that a touch, but she hit it a ton.
This road card comes to the plate for Seneca. She's 0 for 2.
Well, at least they're hitting the ball this inning, and they're putting it in play and making Cassville have to make them out.
So that pitch is swung on and missed. Count 0-1.
She can put the ball in play. Good things happen when you put the ball in play.
Stouffer, I think, has only walked one Seneca hitter so far here tonight. So that pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. A lot of pressure on some freshmen here for the Lady Indians.
Well, they're young. This is the first time seeing it.
So that 0-2 pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Cassville is 1 out away. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News versus Seneca Indians get a lot. Olivia Wade, you hate to see this sometimes. The senior is your last hope.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'd rather see it when I was coach. I'd rather see a senior be than a freshman or something like that. See if Wade can hit the ball this time.
So Wade takes a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Cassville looking for their first district championship. See if I can find quickly and how long. The 0-1 is low. Taking off for second is Summer, and she is in there safely. This count is 1-1. On the wild pitch, did not get very far away, but far enough away for her to take second.
We could find a way to get Wade on.
1-1 the count. That pitch is high and tight for a ball, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and the count's 2-2. And Darryl, that was the year after Seneca won it. Cassville won it in 2023 with a 16-15 record.
Yeah.
So they have been in this championship game a lot as that pitch is low, and the count's 3-2. Can Wade find a way on for Abby Jamrose?
Find a way to get on. Find a way to hit it. Find a way to walk. Find a way anywhere.
As here comes the 3-2. That's swung on and missed for strike 3. And Cassville is your Class 3 District 6 champions. For Seneca in the 7th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they strand 1. Seneca finishes 10-14 on the season. Cassville advances to 17-10 and will face Southern Boone in a state quarterfinal game on Saturday afternoon. The postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Take a break, come back with the postgame show after this.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the four-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See Bank for complete details.
And we welcome you back for the final time. The post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca falls here by a final score of 4-0. Finished the year at 10-14 overall. And Daryl, you and I were talking about it during the break. If you think about the first, the second, the third inning, and just how, you get a run or two in, things may look a little bit different. You put a little bit more pressure on that Cassville team.
We were there. We had runners in scoring position in the first 4 innings, and we just could not get the hit at the right time to get them in. I mean, it's all the, like you said, Ben, if we get run in or 2 runs in or something like that, get a hit at the right time, we put pressure on Cassville, things might have come out different.
You look at Seneca, no runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, they strand 6. For Cassville, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, they strand 7. Aubrey Stouffer, the winning pitcher, 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Abby Jamrose takes the loss, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Kinley Summer comes in, 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both unearned, 1 walk. But, this Seneca team, like we talked about, probably got a little bit farther than people expected. They had their eyes set on a district championship before the beginning of the year, and hey, you made it with a whole lot of underclassmen. You got to think next year, if you can bring all these girls back, they have a very good chance of being back here once again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got a decent little core, if they can get some more girls to come out, and they'll be even more solid next year, and the girls have seen it, so they'll be more used to it and understand what it means.
And you have to think Kinley Summer is going to be the majority of your pitching next year. Just have to find a number 2 pitcher for Seneca next year.
Yeah, it'd be nice to find another pitcher come in. They'll find somebody to come in and give them, try to give them some relief, try to give them as much as they can. But Summer did a great job this year. Abby did a great job this year. There's a bunch of girls on that team that did a very good job this year. And second district is, for what they had, it's nothing to sneeze at. They took Cassville down to the wire and made Cassville have to play some good softball to beat them.
Yeah, and you're looking at a head coach in her first year taking a team to a district championship is a very impressive feat in Cassidy Barclay.
Sure, exactly. That's exactly what they wanted, and she did it. And the girls did it. They beat the number 1 seed, Logan Rogerfield. We all knew that Cassville was probably the team to beat here, and Seneca made a good showing.
Tonight's game is more than a contest between two schools. It's a chance for learning, growth, and community. High school activities teach values like teamwork, integrity, and respect. Your friends at KNEO Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind you to do your part, show good sportsmanship, and model respect. Let's preserve Missouri's proud tradition of high school sports. Darryl, 3 seniors, Abby Jamrose, Rayleigh Davis, Olivia Wade. I don't think you can say enough good things about those 3 as they leave the program better than what they found it.
What they have done this year and over the years, it's they put their heart and soul into it, and it shows right here by just being at the district championship game and never giving up. And that's what they've done all year. It's fun to watch.
That will do it for us here this evening as Seneca falls by a final score of 4-0 for our studio producer back in the KNEO studios, Luke Taylor. Thankful for him doing everything, running the spots back there. For Coach Darryl Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long. Here from Cassville, Seneca finishes the year at 10-14 overall. We thank you for listening and watching high school softball all year long on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. We now join Living on the Edge with Chip Ingram, already in progress.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.